Stuart, up for our first update of the new season.
Yeah.
Boys have had 6 weeks off. How's the first week and a half been?
Doing great, done really well. Kind of the general kind of levels of boys came back were really good. I feel generally this week kind of we've got a lot of good distance into them. We've got a lot of kind of good running done, and the standard and kind of quality in the games and kind of technical stuff that we've done has been really good. I think probably with the quantity of bodies that we've got coming in, there's a lot of information we need to get across to the players. I don't think we'll be perfect by the end of pre-season, but we'll strive to be as close to that kind of finished article as we can. We're going to clearly be a young team, but really happy in terms of what we've done so far, because kind of it's daunting coming in. The place has been really good. Good noise about it. Kind of the boys seem to be gelling well, so no, really happy how we started.
Obviously we're 6 weeks off, naturally there's a lot of movement in this squad.
Yeah.
Can we update on how that's been?
Yeah, so we've purely promoted within this year. I feel the age groups that we've got at the club are ready to kind of have that challenge. In terms of under 17s wise, we've brought the likes of Fraser, Ben, Ryan, Kira and Max from the awaites. Clearly you've still got Acer and Calvin who will still feature for under 18s and hopefully feature more for the 20s this year. From under 16s we've got the likes of Emil, Fergus, Andrew, Cammy, Jay and Rudy, plus Kane as well. So there's a nice mix, and there's still an opportunity for boys to go and feature for kind of under 18s as well if we need to get on more minutes. And likewise coming the other way, there'll be a lot of kind of movement between the two. So we're really happy where we're at. Clearly we know that we're going to be very young, very developmental this year. But as I said already, the kind of movement from the camp has been good. Everyone understands that. Really happy where we're at in terms of how we're looking. Been a good kind of first week, so it's going to be challenging, but really happy with the squad's at just now.
And not just players, there's a new face in the coaching staff as well?
Yeah, brilliant to have Daniel involved now. Daniel's obviously come back for uni now in albeit, so he's available more, and I know Daniel well. Daniel's been doing a bit of coaching for me privately, so kind of I trust him, I trust his opinions, and clearly he's been a former player here as well, so kind of he knows how we want to run the place, how we want things to operate. He's played at a good standard as well in uni. Played in albeit ones, so playing at a good standard, and he's a good laddie as well, so he knows all the boys. He's coached them for a while, so no, he'll be a good addition again. Gives an extra pair of hands, extra point of view to go and help us on a Friday and a win Monday, Wednesday, so good.
Obviously with Aaron and Daniel both leaving, there's a new captain and vice captain.
Yeah, so Kaelan stepped up into that role. I think, without boring everyone too much, I think I wrote as much in his piece. He's a great example why we do what we do. First came in kind of as not a nervous young laddie, but we remember when he first came in, he'd stand at the back in the dressing room. He wouldn't want to push forward, wouldn't want to really get involved maybe as much as others, and now he's the team captain. But he's done that through the way he behaves, the way he acts, the way he trains, the way he interacts. He's been absolutely brilliant, and he's grown more and more. Last year clearly player of the season for us. But again, it comes down to his behaviour, how he acts, and I think he's a really good role model, which again is probably the key phrase here for him. It's really important for us. On the flip side, Fraser Monroe's become vice captain, where again Fraser's stepped up this year full time, but clearly with us having a lot of kind of boys coming for the coach, we feel it's a good natural transition for him then being kind of a captain still as well, which he was under 17s. So he'll provide that nice kind of transition, but again he leads well, acts, behaves like the way we want to, and kind of he leads by example like a captain should. So clearly we said that to him first night back, that it's not just the captain or vice captain that kind of sets standards, but we've still got elder players in the squad that can do that. So no, good, really happy with the two of them, and again they've done really well the first kind of week or so.
And what was on Friday's our first of 5 pre-season games?
Yeah, good test. I think Hart Hill have been away. I've been training for a while now, so We played them last year, we won, but again it's a friendly, don't want to look too much into it. I'm just quite pleased that we're getting back on the grass now, because I think the more running you do, it can be not boring for a coaching staff, but you just want to see your players playing and try and get your message across. So last session tonight before we get back on the grass on Friday, the post will go out in due course, but thankfully I'm luckily on NCP on Friday, so hopefully get a decent crowd down, even being a friendly just for that first game of the season for the boys. We've got some good games in there, playing NBA United, Socky, Preston and Trinent, so some good games in there. Some testing games. I think Socky will be a really tough one, because we played them last year and didn't think we got near them in the cup, so good games, got boys in and out for always throughout, but the good thing is I think we've got a nice kind of 16 to 18 kind of every game, so we can get everyone good minutes.
And obviously that'll be the league confirmed then, a few new teams in.
Yeah, no, exciting. I think it's don't quote me, I think there's 4 East Lothian derbies that you've got. I think Trinent, Musselburgh, Preston, Harrington, I think that's right. And then you've also got the new teams that are coming in Tynecastle and Trinent in there as well. So it's really exciting. I like how it's regionalised. I think it's nice for the boys that travelling all across Scotland on a Friday night. But the good thing about last year, I think it was so competitive. Even teams in the bottom league, we saw that at the end of the season. We played Preston, we played Leith, and albeit we played well, we got beat by both. Maybe less so Preston to be fair, we played great, but teams who were near the bottom and we're still good teams. I think clearly we will be more developmental, but I've got no doubt that the league will be really, really kind of transitional, competitive. I think with kind of another season, kind of all 5 now, 8 now, I think it'll be interesting to see who's kind of near the top this year.
Obviously you mentioned that the squad's changed quite a lot, it's quite a young squad this year.
Yeah.
Games changed.
I think naturally from maybe a couple of years it's changed, but I think we feel like we've had a bit of a reset now, which is really positive. Just we're talking still in the day, but it just feels fresh. I suppose any start of the season does feel like that, but new kit, new smell in the play, new players. It's a nice feeling, like kind of a fresh start, and I think we're probably back to where we were in 2022 when we first started the 20s. Now in 2025, 4th season, and we've kind of got a fresh group of players. It's a bit of a reset. So to answer your question, yeah, I think the expectations will be different this year. We want to be competitive wherever we can. I'm sure we will be. But at the start of the season, we're under no illusion how difficult it's going to be. The boys know that, we know that. But we're quietly confident we can go and surprise a few throughout the season.
And that's not what we expect from the young team this year.
No different to last year in terms of we're going to try and play. I'm not going to say play for the right way, it depends on what group we've got. But we believe that it won't take a rocket scientist to say we're not a big team. So there's no point in us just punting the ball back to front. We've never been like that really. Maybe a bit more like that in the first season, just try to kind of find their way. But we've got really good football players on this team, really good technical football players, and you have to play your strengths, and so like last year we're going to try and play, and what we've seen so far in pre-season is boys will want to listen, want to learn, take on information. We're saying that all the time, you need like a sponge and just take on as much as you can, and by end of pre-season we're not going to be perfect. There's going to be mistakes, there's going to be breakdowns, we're going to lose the ball. It's how you react, and it's how players kind of show their willingness to learn is really important. So we'll play. I want us to be energetic with the ball and be aggressive and press high. Something I've been going for in recent years, and I think that has produced good players like we have. We want to produce football players that can go and play at the level that's required. So not looking forward to it. Been some good stuff so far in pre-season as well.
Obviously, we've noticed on social media as well, a lot of sponsorships for this season.
Yeah, no, we've done great. We've got home and away kits. We've got brand new training kit for all the boys, including this lovely fetching bright yellow training kit for the coaches. Again, it's nice kind of fresh change for us all, but clearly it's not possible without the sponsors. Clearly we've tried to announce like majority now, and it's just still a couple to go up to the home and away kit sponsors, and not give away yet, but kind of the same business that sponsored the coaches again this year, so that'll go out in due course. Maybe they've been tagged and things already, so hugely grateful to all the businesses that are giving money. Again, end of the season we'll make sure you'll recognise the kind of end of the season player awards and things like that. So, but without that, you just can't run a team. And again, and without sounding too cheesy and all that, it's vital. We as a staff and as players, it's not lost on us in fact that we'll be playing away in Sight Hill or wherever it is on a Friday night, and like you've still got these businesses, you've got these companies, names in your back, whatever it might be, so, and they've sponsored you, so it means a lot to the group and all the coaches as well, the fact that we've got a lot of good community support.
And just finally, Stuart, you got a message for our parents and supporters?
Yeah, no, just stick with us. It's going to be, I think, similar to the first season, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be some hard moments across the season, but trust the boys that are playing on Friday, that they're good players, and we'll get there. I think we're still waiting for kind of the confirmation of who we got first teams of the season, but development football is all about learning, and learning does take time, won't be perfect overnight. We want to be as competitive as we possibly can, and I think the friendlies coming up will be a good gauge. We are really happy in terms of the standard that we've seen in training, certainly the efforts the boys are giving us everyone, so get behind the boys as kind of everyone has before, and I've got no doubt it will be a very successful season.
Stuart, thanks for updating. Good luck for the pre-season.
Thank you.